In this example, it says solve triangle ABC. Solving a triangle means finding the measures of all the sides and angles in the triangle. Let's start by finding the measure of side AC. Since we have two sides in a right angle triangle, we can find this third side using the Pythagorean Theorem, which states that the hypotenuse squared is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. And our hypotenuse in this case is 7.8 meters. It's the longest side across from the 90-degree angle. And I can sub in 5.2 for A. It's one of the shorter sides. And now my task is to get B squared by itself. To get B squared by itself, I have to subtract 5.2 squared from 7.8 squared. And now I'm just going to evaluate. And I get an answer of 33.8 for B squared. Next, we have to take the square root of that number to find B. And when we take the square root of a number, there's two answers, but we're going to ignore the negative one since the measure of a side in a right angle triangle or any triangle has to be positive. And the square root of 33.8 gives us an answer of 5.81. The units will be meters since the other two sides are in meters. Okay. Next, we can find angle A. You could also start by finding angle B if you like, but I'm going to choose to find angle A first. And the first thing I need to do is to label these two sides in relation to this angle A. So the 5.2 meter side is going to be my opposite side because it's across from angle A. The 7.8 meter side is the hypotenuse. And since I have the opposite and the hypotenuse involved, I'm going to use the sine primary trig ratio to find angle A. And next I'm going to sub in the values. And then my last step is to take the inverse of sine followed by this ratio. And that gives me an answer of 41.81 degrees. Okay. And finally, I'm going to find angle B. Now I know that all the angles inside a triangle add up to 180. So all I would have to do in this case is subtract the 90-degree angle and this angle of 41.81 degrees from 180 to find angle B. Giving me an answer for angle B of 48.19 degrees. So these are all my final answers and measurements, and I can fill them in here to show that I have all the measures of all the sides and the angles.